Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be taking a look around one of my apartments located here at Elie Saab on EMAAR Beachfront. Let's go and have a look around. So today we are in the 04 series 3-bedroom plus maid. The 04 series is the name of the layout. Now in this building in Elie Saab, there's actually 3 types of 04 series. So you have the lower floor 04 series, which is from floors 1 right through to 17. Then 17 to 26, you have another 04 series layout. But today we're in the higher floor level, which is from floors 27 right through to 35. So let's take a look around. And the main difference from those 04 series is the kitchen layouts. So in the mid section, the kitchen has an L shape, but the one that we're in today, obviously you do have the island with the L-shaped kitchen, but it's obviously facing towards kind of the entrance. And as you come in with all of the 04 series layouts, which is the 3 bedrooms, you have this incredible curved positioning facing towards the palm. And then the living space kind of dips in, which is great because you obviously have a lot more kind of space for obviously your sofas, dining room tables, etc. And a lot of my clients say to me, Adam, where do I put the TV? And I'm like, why do you need a TV when this is what you should be looking at? So people often say to me, what would you recommend positioning of sofas, etc. So me, a massive L-shaped sofa, taking full advantage of the full palm views. What else could you need? So with all the other apartments in Elie Saab, the kitchen finish is the same. So you have the reconstituted stone, which is the worktops. Now, you may notice in some of the other videos that there's 2 types of colorations. So across all of EMAAR Beachfront, when a client purchases from the developer, you have 2 options. You have a light option and a dark option. If you were to purchase something from the developer itself in the sales center, they will show you the different finishes. This one is what we call the light option. So you'll be able to notice the key differences in the bathrooms and also just the finishing of the wood lacquer on here. In Elie Saab, this is the first building on EMAAR Beachfront to have these backlit panels, which are beautiful, gives a nice little touch, especially at night time. And as standard, you obviously have the oven and hob, which is fully integrated. You also have the dishwasher and obviously the double fridge freezer. Now, a fun fact, not so much fun, but just a fact, from 2021, all of Dubai, it's all gas. Previously, it was induction, but for EMAAR specifically on EMAAR Beachfront, and all other projects, anything which is 2021 and onwards would be the gas. Just to let you know, from a pricing perspective, gas is really cheap in Dubai. So for a full year consumption of gas, it works out at 1,000 dirhams, which is fantastic for full usage. So here, imagine cooking your food, obviously your guests taking in the fantastic views. So now let's have a look at the bedrooms. So of the 3 bedrooms, 2 are positioned to the left of the apartment, where you get the views over towards the skyline and the palm. It's obviously quite deceiving with space, but here, ample space for a super king bed, bedside tables, vanity or chest of drawers with mirrors, and as standard for all of EMAAR Beachfront, fully fitted wardrobes, plenty of space for both the hanging and the shelves. What I would recommend is if you want to get more space, just install like a metal rod just for the double height that you can get there. And then with all of the 3 bedrooms on EMAAR Beachfront, you have what we call a maid's room. Now, to quite a lot of cultures, that's obviously not normal, but obviously in the UAE, we have lots of services here, such as maids, chefs, drivers, etc. So the 3 bedrooms, you have the maid plus a shower room. A lot of my clients, what they do is actually convert that into a pantry. You can actually completely remove the shower and you can make this either an office, children's play area, or in some cases, a children's bedroom with bunk beds One of my clients converted it and made it look really cool, like a bit of a forest. So you can do that, but obviously in this layout, there's no windows, so you can't classify that as a bedroom as per the Dubai Land Department, but you can most certainly use that as like a den or multi-purpose room. So the maid's room and shower room is to the left. Then you have the bathroom for the two double bedrooms. And then the other bedroom, you can see slightly different configuration of the wardrobes here. They've kind of fitted this perfect, ready for your TV. And you may or may not notice that in all of the three bedrooms, only two, should I say, of the three bedrooms has access to the balcony. The reason being is they're expecting one of those bedrooms to be a children's bedroom. And for safety reasons, EMAAR don't put access to all the bedrooms. So at least if you know that you have got children, they are safe in that second bedroom with no access at all to the balcony. But this one does, which is nice. Let's check out the primary. Now, in this configuration, I would actually change it ever so slightly. Now, the good thing is with EMAAR, you can actually change the internal positions. Now, as long as it's not a supporting wall, you're able to do so. A lot of my clients, if they don't want the maid's room, which has the plumbing, obviously, for the powder room, so here is the powder room for the whole apartment, which is just adjacent to the primary. What I personally would suggest if you want to make something larger is you can remove this powder room, reposition that to where the maid's room is, potentially put a door here to then open up this back section to make a larger primary suite. But like I said, that's the powder room if you're keeping it as it is, and this is the primary. And then the first thing on the left, as you walk into the primary, you will see that there's the ensuite. Going back to what I said to you before about the difference in the finishings, in this is the light option with the lighter marble, and in the darker option, which I'll show you in another video, you've got the darker tiles. You will see that there is a bath that can be removed, and you can then install a shower. And what you tend to find from the primaries for the three bedrooms, you probably may have noticed that two of the bedrooms are side facing, but the primary will always be facing towards the palm in most of the layouts. So if you can imagine the morning waking up, full privacy overlooking the palm and the sunset. And what's really nice from this layout is you have a divider in the balcony. So in some of the layouts, you have one large wraparound balcony, e.g. from the lower floor 04 series, which you'll see on the channel. But from the higher floor 04, you have a separation. So if you do have noisy guests and you want to escape, you do have the privacy of having that divider there, so you feel separated from your guests. So now let's check out the balcony and the views. So from the higher level 04 series, the balcony space ranges from 520 up to 740 square foot. And the reason why there is a variance is due to the fact that in Elie Saab Tower 1, the lower parts of the building is wider and it goes thinner as you go up. So what you do tend to find, let's say for instance you're purchasing this layout on floor 35, the total space will be smaller than the unit which will be on floor 27 because the building, as I said, has got slightly thinner. So just double check your SPA, which is a sales and purchase agreement, or the title deed when purchasing the property for the exact square footage. And without a doubt, the best thing about this apartment is this incredible uninterrupted view over towards the Palm and also skyline. West facing, so you're getting the most incredible sunset views. In the winter, it's to the left, and it does change dramatically in the summer, directly behind Atlantis. So imagine on this balcony, looking at the sunset, stunning. And as I mentioned, the great thing, it wraps around because Elie Saab is a curved. She is the only curved building on the island. And because of this curvature, you are getting almost, full views to the skyline as well. And this floor height, because Beach Mansion Tower 2 is lower, you're getting incredible nighttime views over towards the skyline. On a clear day, obviously, you can see JBR and Marina, and you're just seeing the tip of the Ain Dubai. So as mentioned inside, there's the two bedrooms here, one bedroom which has access to the balcony, second bedroom with no access, perfect for children. And also another great thing about this layout is, it's currently 12 o'clock. You can see how bright it is. Obviously sunrise is behind us, but you will be getting the whole of the afternoon sun, and then, as I mentioned, sunsets. So it's a really bright positioning. And because of the floor height, the adjacent tower, we are slightly higher than that building. So again, it feels really private. I hope you enjoyed the tour. My name is Adam. They call me the king of EMAAR Beachfront. If you would like to know more information about this apartment or anything else on EMAAR Beachfront, check out my details below.